Building self-definition is a particularly important knot that you need to determine first, before you start a journey to build your own career. Why is it important? The first reason is that you will never know exactly what kind of person you will be in society tomorrow. Because you do not clearly define, in your mind often appear indefinite dreams about your future before the impact of all surrounding events. Sometimes you dream of becoming a Bill Gates, but tomorrow you see Elon Musk as superior, you will immediately fire Bill Gates from your mind, and just like that, you always have continuous changes without stopping thinking. This is a common syndrome in most of 98% of humanity, only the remaining 2% achieve stability in defining who they will be and what kind of person they will be in the future. You must understand that, to have a private and valuable career for yourself, you must always be yourself. You can never become a Bill Gates or an Elon Musk. Because that is an impossible thing that you can never fulfill such an illusory dream. You are always forced to be yourself, then in the future you can become a person of lower value than them and also higher than them. All your future achievements will depend on your intelligence, perseverance in training, hard work and especially your loyalty to the self-definition that you have built. The second reason is that you will not be able to understand what you are trying to do, will guide you to the destination. This is a syndrome that you are feeling from within your own thoughts, that is the thought of standing on this mountain and looking at that mountain, leading to all your actions being controlled by external influences, that you can hardly control yourself, and then your whole life will forever have no destination. It is explained through the phenomenon of, you often change your workplace, just because of the numbers that know how to jump in salary or great benefits, and then you turn yourself into a machine that only knows how to work and forget to build your own value. The third reason is that you will always be tempted by ephemeral benefits and you will always be completely controlled by them, causing you to fall into the state of a soulless person, and your dreams will just be an illusion with no end in sight. In order for you to achieve the destination you have chosen, it may take you a lifetime to accumulate, constantly strive to build, and your destination is to leave a solid foundation for future generations to enjoy. Not a simple career like the way you use an invoice, then you can easily list the items you want to buy on that invoice, then you will immediately own them. This is a pain that consultant Tony Dung must accept to endure every day before the negative evaluation from many partners in the community and society. He was forced to endure that throughout his career-building journey to achieve his dream of becoming a leading strategist. Mr. Tony Dung has missed many opportunities to become a rich man from the invitations of many large corporations with an income of up to $10 million per year. Those who were rejected by him thought that Mr. Tony Dung is an arrogant person, a poor person, but always has an illusion of self-worth. But they did not know that behind those rejections were sincere reasons and a value that ensures the safety of their business that Mr. Tony Dung wanted to convey. Because, right at the time they invited Mr. Tony Dung to work, he felt that he was not capable enough to deal with the new impacts of the market that were taking place, because he needed time to train himself to reach a level of conformity with it. He could not harm the business just for his own benefit. Mr. Tony Dung always believes that, when faced with the opportunity to make money, only a fool would refuse, but money must go hand in hand with the value you create for the person who is placing all his trust in you. But if you only know how to make money by lying, it is a disgrace of a lifetime. Therefore, the self-definition that Mr. Tony Dung set out that, in this world, there is no boss with enough value worthy of me serving, is a hidden saying, that only a boss with the ability to see clearly can understand. A clear-sighted boss is the dream that Mr. Tony Dung wants to meet and to serve wholeheartedly, not that once you start working, you always need to see the money that the boss offers to attract you. Mr. Tony Dung's confession has made many friends and colleagues around the world. Remember the ancient Chinese story in the Three Kingdoms period, which is the meeting between Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei. Before that assessment, Mr. Tony Dung agreed with them about it, just because it was the root that built his intelligence today. Because, how can you and your boss achieve success if both of you do not have harmony in all thoughts, understand each other in all ways of working, and trust does not reach the highest limit of two people becoming one person, then all plans will be broken. If only one of the two has a deviation or even the smallest conflict, it will cause the defensive wall and the achievements that have been achieved to soon enter the stage of bankruptcy. Just like the ending in the story of the Three Kingdoms, if Liu Bei had not been weak and blinded by the two words, loyalty, the great cause of restoring the Han dynasty would have been completed by the skillful hands of Zhuge Liang. The fourth reason is that you cannot build a complete plan and strategy for your entire career journey. In business, building a complete plan and strategy that covers your entire career is a key point of wisdom. Even though it absolutely cannot help you directly achieve success in your career, but you certainly need to have a fixed foundation for 50 years or 100 years for that journey, otherwise you will never be able to control and direct your entire journey. If you always do business on an uncertain basis, patching up processes and not following any formula or rules, you can still achieve results beyond expectations, but it can also wipe out everything you have built, even you will lose everything. The fifth reason is that you can never get a valuable assessment or respect from any part of society. Please remember the immortal saying that the ancients have shown you about how to build your own value. That saying is, buy a reputation for 30,000, sell a reputation for only 3 coins. That is why Mr. Tony Dung is always profound in maintaining his own value before the title of a consultant. A consultant is a masterpiece of humanity that not everyone can have the ability to reach the pinnacle. To become a truly valuable consultant and always be respected by society, you must not only be good at your level or good at the ability to change and innovate, but you must also be a person who always has a righteous lifestyle, always knowing how to maintain your own honor before all temptations of negative benefits. The profession of a consultant is a leading representative of practical knowledge. You must always guide every community on the path of standard learning. It is a formula that has been built by many generations of the world's elite. But you cannot organize short-term courses or conduct free inspirational speaker programs for the community, because it is an act of meaninglessness and unethical of a highly intelligent person. And certainly, such training methods are only carried out by groups of knowledge criminals and knowledge plagiarists, but truly intelligent people will never do it. Because highly educated people are always aware that those actions are a manifestation of falsehood, harmful to the ideology of the community that only knowledge criminals use to pick the pockets of ignorant communities and serve their dirty interests. As for the communities that participate in such training courses, they not only lose money for nothing but also turn themselves into people who always live in illusions. The sixth reason is that you will never have the ability to be self-reliant, the ability to control, the ability to innovate and create. Because building a self-definition is a powerful catalyst for your thinking, helping you escape from dependence on the existing knowledge source in the society that you are receiving. They will automatically stimulate the growth of your intelligence and help you gain a source of strength, excitement in the journey that you proactively innovate yourself, develop source of knowledge or new formulas. In the process of supporting businesses, OIA always reminds every entrepreneur that the knowledge or solutions we are giving you are only of immediate value, and you are forced to innovate it continuously or you will be crushed by your competitors in an instant. Because a simple thing will always happen in the economy, which is the formation of antagonistic reactions. When you increase great pressure on the market with a strategy that has a strong impact and brings benefits to yourself, then your competitors will certainly be weakened. When your competitors are weakened by you, they will immediately innovate comprehensively in all ways to eliminate the influence of your strategies, and if you do not proactively innovate, you will certainly not avoid the risk of being crushed by your competitors. From the 6 basic reasons above, it will open up for you to clearly see the importance of building a self-definition. Because it is the only way to help you achieve your dream of becoming the person you want to be. No matter what product you choose to trade, it all comes from a fixed origin. You need to see this origin accurately, and you should rely on that origin to build your own self-definition. The final result that you will definitely achieve is to become the person you want to be.